Yogi Sanjivana is from Colombo, Sri Lanka, and he's a repeat guest on our platform. We have featured him as part of TGV Global Speaker Festival in episode number TGV 413, wherein he discussed about basics of meditation. And just to give you a brief intro about him, he's a meditation teacher with more than 20 years of experience in teaching and practicing meditation. For him, meditation is not just a profession, it's his profound passion, interest, and also way of life. And today we are bringing an interesting topic. Can we reverse the karma? And before we get into the topic, here's an exciting twist as always. Let us tickle Yogi's brain. So, Sanjeevana, get ready for a rapid fire round of random words. This time I'm coming up with a different set of words. And as and when I mention, you have to share the first thing that comes to your mind in response without thinking much. If you're ready, let's dive in.
Okay.
Okay. So, first word is exploration,
How to implement
spirituality,
for all,
creation,
for the good of all.
tomorrow,
Peace, harmony, unity,
existence,
not to harm anyone.
intellect,
For helping,
imagination,
build, hope, expect.
belief,
We can make a better place
living,
to help others.
destination.
Oh, enlightenment,
Okay. The last one is thought.
rises and passes.
Amazing. Thank you so much for participating in this first rapid fire. And before I welcome you again to the show, let me welcome the audience. So, folks, welcome to the Guiding Voice podcast series where we embark on transformative conversations for a better future. I'm your host, Naveen Samala, dedicated to making the world a better place through valuable discussions that add value not only to your life but also to your career. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Yogi Sanjivana ji, hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice. Welcome back. How are you doing today?
Oh, very well. Thank you very much, Naveen. As always, it's a great pleasure to be here.
Yeah, most welcome. And I've been waiting for this conversation for last few weeks because this is an interesting and intriguing topic. And Sanjivana, let's get started. Request you to define karma. How do you define karma?
It's shown in many ways, Naveen. So I'm not like trying to stick to one religion or one method or anything, but over these years, I'll try to extract all the information and experiences and everything, and I'll show it in a like a common way, so anybody can get the use out of this conversation. No, so one I have seen definitions. There are so many definitions. One is like the actions. Then the number two one is like results. And then it's like in some places it's explained, it's like what we cultivate. It could be from the past life or this life, what we cultivate.
Mm-hmm.
Number, if you take it in another way, it's like what we harvest. In many religions also it says this, no? What you sow is what you reap, they say, no? So, and another one in another tradition I saw, it was very interesting. Intention is karma, they call it. Intention is karma.
Intention.
So these are like, if I just categorize into 5 categories, I just can say this, no?
Great. Thanks for enlightening me. And Sanjeevana, what are some misconceptions people have about the concept of karma?
Yeah. From ancient times, there had been some ideology of like everything is karma. One is like everything is karma, and then another one was like you cannot change the karma. You cannot change the karma, and then the other main one was like you cannot escape the cycle of karma. These are like the main 3 I saw. Like very interesting.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. And can karma be perceived as a universal law of cause and effect rather than a moral judgment?
Oh yeah, definitely in a way, definitely in a, but it does work in both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot deny one against the other. It works in both the ways as you refer Naveen.
In what ways does this karma influence our personal growth and development beyond the traditional notions of reward and punishment?
You believe now like 75% of things that happen to us are influenced by karma.
Mm-hmm.
In many traditions, it is said like even the things we see, the hear, smell, taste, and then what we feel hot, cold, and all these sensations, and what we think. And from our body to all, in ancient times, people or young people who has asked like spiritual leaders why the differentiations of people. Some are very wealthy, some are very poor, some are well educated, some even cannot go to some schooling institution or anything, no? Even in those days. Some are like the appearance wise is also very pleasant. Some they have deformities, no? From birth
Yeah.
itself. So some are well taken care of, some are not at even, no? Like discarded. So these are the karma at its work. And not only that, it says like how we get and receive things. Uh,
Mhm.
the same thing we can get it in different ways. For example, somebody comes asking for some water. Until now, water seems something, no, we
Yeah.
can find in most parts, no. So then somebody says, no, no, I don't have water. Go away. Or
Mhm.
somebody might say, okay, there's a tap over there. You can drink if you want. Somebody
Mhm.
might say, there's some clean water in that filter or water fountain. You can, if you go there, you can get. Or one might say, please wait, hold on. I'll run to the store or supermarket or someplace and I'll get you some clean water. And they might come back to you and ask, like, do you want something else? If you
Mhm.
want some more water, just tell me.
Yeah.
Do you like some food with that? So why these different scenarios for
Mhm.
just some water? So this is the way we give uh, and way we receive.
Okay.
So in ancient times, they have even put that shown the definitions, even the time, place, everything.
Mhm.
So this is not only the physical things, even the
Yeah.
mental things. Some people like they don't get any recognition. Some people don't get any praise, even if they do good things, right?
Yeah.
A lot of negativity. Some people they do crooked things, but they are so popular or like very well praised. No, so not only the physical things from the body to and what meets our sensory doors,
Yeah.
but even the things that affect our mind.
So now, as I understand, the interpretation of karma is different. Is different for different people belonging to different religions, different backgrounds, different sects, and so on. So, how does this misinterpretation of karma impact individuals' attitudes and behaviors towards others?
Uh-huh. Yeah, like and in modern times also. There
Hmm.
are some general things that are common, so we can take those. But
Okay.
as if you are talking this question, I mean, like many people think they can escape anything, they can do whatever it is, and some people just think this is just one life and then it's done. Or at some point, I'm not telling about any specific religion or any none of that.
Yeah.
I'm just telling what I have seen through all these years, what I've done the research or practiced and all this. So some people just think like you can do anything. At some point, you put it all out, or you like you feel bad about it,
Yeah.
and then somebody might forgive you. huh?
Hmm.
So, and then, but what about the things you did, right? Or they say some religions say like somebody else has to take blame. So what about all these things people do from childhood to they are maybe deathbed? So in ancient times also some people just thought like everything would end in this life, so you could do anything,
Yeah.
even the worst of things. And not only that, you can drink, you can do all these things, and it's already done. So usually because of this, what happens, they would do unwanted things
Okay.
rather than doing what is actually needed.
I got it. So let's assume somebody want to rectify their misinterpretations of karma in society. So what kind of strategy should they employ to address and rectify this?
So Naveen, people can individually do research by themselves.
Okay.
Like it's open, no? Like some
Hmm.
people I talk to, they say like they cannot even search.
Yeah.
And then I ask like, why can you not think? They said, no, no, I can. We cannot think. But how? No, like who can? They should have the freedom to at least think, right? So, and this is about them or ourselves, right? So, people can do research by themselves, and please, like without getting caught up in one ideology or view. We can be some part of some society or religion or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But we can be open, no? That's how the unity and all these things and knowledge, wisdom, it can sustain. Because people are like with ideology and views, they're just keeping fighting, arguing. It doesn't end, right?
Yeah.
So, as a community, also, like definitely what you are doing, we can openly discuss these matters,
Hmm.
which is a beautiful thing, and you make the platform for that now. It's very nice. Huh?
Yeah.
So, and make aware about these kind of topics.
Sure.
And finally, these are kept as very ancient
Yeah.
and but actually affecting even the modern society. If
Hmm.
they know it or not, it's affecting and as well as the future. So
Yeah.
if they knew better about it, even the youngsters, no? If they knew better, they can do even better, understand better, no, in every
Hmm.
aspect.
I got it. I got it. All right. So let's move forward, Sanjeevana, and let's talk about the personal accountability, right? So, can we see this karma as a mechanism for promoting personal accountability and growth?
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. Usually, what happens is we point fingers at somebody,
Yeah.
maybe the society, maybe the world, the condition, the economy, or anything. Or even at sometimes, like children blame their parents, no? And then it's like very hurting them. Sometimes they ask, like, why did you bear me, no? Why did you bring me to this world if you could not bring these things to me or give me these things? Look at those other people. So from that on, like you and people generate so much hatred, and in some political ways or ideology, they think they can like even take things that belong to other people, and they call it equal. So there are, right? I'm talking in a general way, no? But we see around, and they think like you just scatter it. But even those systems, you don't see this happening, right? So the well off are always well off, no? And the poor seems like being always poor or hardworking. It never happens, no? Like something like everybody gets equal treatment.
Yeah.
Because karma plays a big role. So usually the best thing is people start taking accountability to their actions and
Mm-hmm.
past doings.
Hmm.
And best thing is they can be very careful and get very careful of their actually three ones: the mind, speech, and bodily action. And because of this, what happens is they start getting very good benefits in life just from the very moment they start
Hmm.
doing this.
Got it. And how does the belief in karma influence one's acceptance of challenging or unfavorable situations?
This is a very nice question. So karma, you some people blame themselves, some
Yeah.
people blame others,
Yeah.
and they can fall into various states of mind, and sometimes even like suicidal. And in some places, people even try to take revenge of people or society and all. So the best thing is like karma is considered as a great dustbin without blaming nobody, because these are your, even if you are super good in this life, if many bad things keep on happening one after the other and they are unstoppable, and it's like you are doing everything right, and then still it keeps coming up, then we should know this is karma at its work. So then what you can do is, okay, this is maybe something that I did in the past life. There is way of checking even karma through meditation and practices like that. People can reflect and see. But at least people can just throw it away and start, let it go and continue from where they are, or even restart. Even a person who did some big mistake, they can always restart in life. It's not easy, but at least there is a chance. Nobody's fixed with that situation.
I'm also interested in understanding the acceptance of karmic consequences. Can they lead to greater resilience and also emotional well being?
Yeah, definitely. How to say? Because we are usually caught up in the past.
Mm-hmm.
This leads to even things like depression. No,
Yeah.
people are so caught up,
Right.
maybe relationships or like their goals, and they seem like really stuck in that situation, or they turn into things like addictions and all, or psychological disorders. No,
Yeah.
or the future is so uncertain. They have fear and all these things. So even people, it turns into mental disorders, anxiety, depression, lot of things. So what happens is if you can just let go of things and start from where you are. Then what happens is your mind starts like becoming in a very positive way. Not only that, actually you can work your way through without pointing fingers or anything. You can see what is really required to get to the place where you need to.
Hmm.
Even these obstacles are coming, okay, you don't blame on people, you don't start hating them, you don't try to take revenge. You can do the reverse karma and work and get to the places where you need
Yeah.
or achieve your goals.
So now let's talk about the promotion of personal and societal well-being. So in what ways can individuals leverage the concept of karma to promote personal and societal well-being?
Yeah, definitely by doing good.
Hmm.
Because there's good karma, there's bad karma. So like we talk, like about actions, thoughts, words, all these things. So there's a beautiful example in one tradition,
Hmm.
Naveen.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. Say a person has a handful of salt. So then a saucer, right? For sure. Like the cup and saucer,
Right.
right?
Saucer.
So
Yeah.
yeah, saucer has some water in it, but not much, right?
Yeah.
So if you put this handful of salt into this saucer, everything turns salty.
Right.
So, but think like the same handful of salt, if you take it to a stream and then put it, will all the stream become salty?
No.
No, right?
Not
Maybe
at all.
at the touch point it will become, but quickly it dissolves.
Right.
So, likewise, if this is our bad karma, like the salt,
Mm-hmm.
and what we do in the good things we do in this life is like little.
Hmm.
So the handful of salt can take over all of our life. But the things we do, if it's like a stream
Mm-hmm.
and it's continuous and rapid, what happens is like there will be some impact, but
Hmm.
it won't take over everything. And the good things will definitely take it away or even dissolve it for that matter. So yeah, definitely by doing good, you can do so many things by that.
Got it. And is it possible to reverse or mitigate negative karma through intentional actions or practices?
Yeah, surely. Like as we mentioned before, intention is karma. As a definition, also we mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on what intention. So that's why everything is not karma. But when the intention in ancient wisdom and all, Naveen, these are well explained as if it's some like computer science or something. Like the software, hardware parts, these are well explained how it's happening, how it occurs, everything. And the
Yeah.
sequence, patterns, all this, the
Yeah.
causes, the results, everything. So according to the intention, the patterns of these things. uh,
Yeah.
the actions, the practices change according
Hmm.
to the intention.
Got it. Let's spice up the episode further. It's time for us to add some more excitement. Okay, this time I'm coming up with a different set of rapid fire questions. And if
Uh-huh.
you're ready, let's get started.
Sure.
Okay, so here comes the first question. What's a book you have read recently that you couldn't put down?
It was a book about meditation. Yeah,
Mhm.
like it was about insight meditation. This book was so nice. I could not keep it aside.
Got it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, sure. So here comes the next one. If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be?
Yeah, if I could cure all the people or help all the people,
Mhm.
it would be
Yeah,
very nice.
that's nice. And what's your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
If one practices meditation, it's very easy. Just simple things like even the breath. You can
Mm,
just sit and then focus on the breath because the breath always happens. No, so I got this experience when I was living on a rock one time. I was so tired,
mm-hmm,
and then I had to wait till the water pump was pumping
mm-hmm.
from one place to another. It had some time, and I was so tired. And I
Yeah.
just was looking at the breath, and
Mm,
all like maybe 75%, not 100%, but
mm-hmm.
that was the day I read just maybe 5 minutes, and that just it was a rugged rock and everything, not a comfortable cushion place or anything.
Yeah.
So simple things can make huge because we are in a state of complicity
If you could travel to any fictional world, where would you go?
of fiction, maybe the ancient civilization, no?
Anything.
And then yeah, It'll be very nice to witness, no? Because now
Yeah,
they find ruins and everything from different places, and they
true.
find these very beautiful things under the sea, inside caves. I think that's a reality, right?
Yeah.
But at least
Interesting.
if we could see the fictional way they lived, how they what
Yeah.
they did, that will be fabulous, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And what is the most spontaneous thing that you have ever done? Yeah.
So yeah, there were many instances like that. We tried to help people, it backfired on us. Then we had to quickly change plans and then adapt. And we didn't have much time to think even. But luckily,
Hmm.
we were able to take the good decisions. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get the blame also, no? Because if the person you're trying to help also does something, and then it comes back onto you. So you had to
Hmm.
go and clear those things and fix them up, and definitely show you didn't have a bad intention of trying to help people, right?
Yeah.
So there are some situations like it really comes back, and then yeah, there are like you have to make quick decisions, no? Yes, yes.
Okay. Got it. And here comes the last bullet out of the second rapid fire round. If you had the power to solve one world problem, what would it be?
Either it would be war. If I
War.
could stop all this war, yeah, it would be
Okay.
very nice, no?
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Great. So that was again intriguing rapid fire. Let's sweep back to the mainstream. And here comes the last question. Okay. So is liberation from the cycle of karma achievable within one lifetime? Or does it require multiple lifetimes?
Definitely, within one lifespan, it's possible. But
Oh.
Naveen, please know, like even people who are fully enlightened,
Mm-hmm.
they could not escape their previous karma.
Yeah.
But from the place that they reached enlightenment, or they start becoming mindful, or even for the fullest extent, because the defilements, because of that, our intentions and then the words and the actions, they become unpure. So if a person reaches a stage that they can cleanse or totally remove the defilements or the negatives from their mind, then what happens is from there on,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they do is wholesome because they don't have any bad thing, no?
Yeah.
It's like a pond, no? Like if there's no mud in that, there's nothing to get stirred. The water doesn't get muddy, right?
Yeah.
So you can get use of that pond. So likewise, but their past karma would come until their dying moment, but
Mm-hmm.
future karma won't be there. So
Mm.
within this life, if there's a proper practice and the mindfulness goes stage where it can remove all these defilements. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, everything arises and passes, even the defilement. So that just like what we breathe, no, the breath we take is one of the main causes we are alive, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Rather than water, food, they come like number two, three, like that, no. Then later the other things. So
Mm.
if this breath makes our thoughts and the karmas and everything. If that main reason is also just come, that's why we have to breathe so much, no? If that also arises and passes, then all this also doesn't stay. So, but what happens is with our ignorance, we bring it back again and again, or doesn't we don't let it go. But within one life, a person through proper practice and training, they can reach this.
Wow. Amazing. So I loved every bit of this. And thank you so much once again, Sanjeevana, for being part of the show. I really enjoyed every insight that you have shared.
You're most welcome. Thank you, Naveen. Always a pleasure and very well organized, very well done, and really happy to be here. And I really wish you the very best. And it's a great service you're doing.
Sure. Thank you so much. And looking forward to many more conversations, Yogi Sanjeevana. And so, friends, that was our episode with Yogi Sanjivana from Sri Lanka. And before we jump into the fun trivia section, we have a quick request. In case if you haven't already subscribed to the Guiding Voice podcast, please subscribe from wherever you have tuned in because subscribing keeps you updated on new episodes. And also, if you have enjoyed the conversation and found it useful, please share with at least three of your friends or colleagues who would also like TGV, the guiding voice, and also get benefit out of it. So spread the knowledge and help others grow just like you. Now let's cruise into the trivia segment. Having had amazing conversation with Yogi Sanjeevana on the concept of karma, I thought I would present you some historical origins about karma. So the concept of karma originates from ancient Indian religions and philosophies, particularly Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Its origins can be traced back to the Vedic scriptures, including the Vedas and Upanishads, which are among the oldest religious texts in the world. And if you talk about Buddhism, which emerged as a reform movement within Hinduism in the 6th century BCE, it also adopted and adapted the concept of karma. And in Buddhist teachings, karma refers to intentional actions, karma in Pali, and that shape one's destiny and future experiences. The Buddha emphasized the importance of understanding the nature of karma and its role in the cycle of samsara, while also emphasizing the potential for liberation, which is nothing but nirvana, and from the cycle through right understanding, ethical conduct, and mental cultivation. And talking about Jainism, which is another ancient Indian religion, it also incorporates the concept of karma into its teachings. Jainism emphasizes the idea of karma as an invisible force that binds souls to the cycle of birth and death and perpetuates the cycle of suffering, which is samsara. And according to Jain philosophy, the accumulation of karma through thoughts, words, and actions leads to the bondage of the soul, which is jiva, and influences its future incarnations. And lastly, Sikhism, a monotheistic religion founded in the 15th century in the Punjab region of India. It also acknowledges the concept of karma, although it is not as central as in Hinduism and Buddhism. In Sikhism, karma is seen as a natural law that governs the universe, and individuals are responsible for their actions and their consequences. The Sikh scripture, Guru Granth Sahib, emphasizes the importance of righteous actions, which is karta, and the pursuit of spiritual growth to transcend the cycle of karma and attain union with the divine, which is mukti. So, likewise, if you have come across any interesting facts or historical roots of karma, do let me know. If you are watching this episode on YouTube, you can comment there. Or if you have found this episode on some social media platforms, you can comment there as well. So, folks, that's it for today. So, thank you so much for tuning in and also for being part of our awesome TGV family. Would love to hear from you. So, do not hesitate to share your ideas, feedback, topic recommendations, and guest speaker suggestions either through social media or through email. So, let's create content that resonates with you. And I'm your host, Naveen Samala, a lifelong learner, and my goal is to have impactful conversations that improve not only your life but also your career. So until next time, take care, folks. Stay inspired. And remember, the best is yet to come. So goodbye for now. See you in the next episode with another amazing guest.